We are live and in living color. Welcome to another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling. I am your host, Ray, and I'm joined with my co-host, Joe. I flipped that. I gotta put your theme music on, Joe. Joe with I Flip That.
That's right.
Oh, well, don't turn it down, right? Joe with I Flip That.
There he is.
There we go. And then we have our boy Brendan. Big time flips in the building. Oh, wrong one.
All right.
There we go.
Every week is something
I'm
different.
gonna get it. I'm gonna figure it out. But guys, we're here. It is the Halloween episode. I'll put my my stunner shades on right quick.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And our guest for today's show, we have none other than our favorite guest, our boy Ken SSK Promo, aka Headshot Ken.
Cowboy Ken.
Where are my signs?
You didn't get the memo, I guess.
You didn't get the memo.
I didn't know we were doing signs. I just always have
Everyone has signs except for me.
I'd flip that whiteboard right here at my desk, always at the ready.
Ah.
What's up, fellas?
I don't know where mine is.
You
Ken, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you. So real quick, before we get started with the show, we have a great show for you guys. We really don't have anything planned, but we have a great show for you guys nonetheless. But do us a favor, guys. So if you watch this show and if you consistently watch it, do us a favor and hit the like button. If you do that, that's going to help us out tremendously and gets the show out into the internet ether. And then make sure to hit the subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And then, guys, we're doing something super special. After this show is over, we're going to have another show. I'm going to let you guys and let the audience know. The brains that are Big Time Flips and I Flip That came up with a concept called This Week in Reselling After Dark. Because when we stop hitting record, the conversations are so good.
It's so much better than the actual podcast.
Yeah, we're going to start recording the after the podcast conversations. And we're going to release them separately, probably on a Sunday or a Saturday. I don't know what day still.
You know, I was thinking we could do it as like shorts. Like, it don't have to be like, you could chop it up and then put it as a short.
Nah. I'll do something.
That's too much work.
I feel like a woman with this hair.
You should grow your hair that long.
My wife always gets me to, she's always like, you should grow your hair out. I'm like,
You should.
Then I got a hat, or I have glasses and a beard and long hair. It's just too much, Joe.
Just put in the cornrows.
Oh. Cornrow Ken. Ken, have you ever had cornrows before?
I have not. I used to have super long hair.
It's not too
back
late,
in
man.
my heavy metal Band-Aid. Well, I don't know.
I think it is too late.
Do the sides. You just do the sides.
Yeah, like Snoop Dogg.
I get it.
Or
I
Stevie
could grow
Wonder.
a skullet.
And then you got a van and candy, and you're at a park looking for kids. I mean, then you're creepy.
Yeah. Well, we did bring up last episode, Ken. We brought up the bald man with ponytail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a good look. That's not.
It is not. No, my long hair days are over. Except for the beard. I grow that out long.
There you go.
For the seasonal Santa season.
There you go. So that's coming up. We're fourth quarter. As you can see,
yes.
Today is Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Today is Halloween.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
October 31st.
Ken, do you happen to have? I know that the Bills had a not the team the Bills, but the family the Bills.
Yes.
Ken's family had a pumpkin carving contest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Look, that's Ken's pumpkin right there.
My evil Mr. Bill.
Oh yeah.
Pumpkin carving contest. And I don't know if you have a picture of Jill's pumpkin that you want to show the people.
If you enjoy watching these jokers, hit the like and subscribe so you don't miss any of their episodes. Not all resellers are so serious.
Let me see if I have it.
Because I thought that was the best.
That was fantastic.
It was like a big man. I didn't expect like everybody was carving pumpkins. It was like an
Dude,
event.
how long have you you guys have classic Bill nonsense, trophies,
There we go.
everything.
Yeah, we have a traveling trophy for the best pumpkin carving. This is this is just the second year. Last year, due to some stuff going on, we couldn't do it. So this is just the second year of pumpkin carving, and it was a blast. Everybody, BYOP, bring your own pumpkin.
Not the other thing.
No.
OPP.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you know me.
everybody carves their own design, whatever they want to carve, and then we have judges. We have like people that are not carving are the judges, and we have it's a traveling trophy now, so somebody will get to keep it until next year. And this was Jill's pumpkin as it was carved.
She
If
killed
you
that.
can tell what that is, with the the hands, the pumpkin kind of laying on its side, and then I will show you. This is
It's not a bleached one,
No.
just regular.
This is it all lit up. So
That's a
Jill
good-looking
did someone getting ready for a proctology exam or whatever you want to say to and here, let me just show this while I'm at it. My niece-in-law, she won the carving contest.
That's a great looking
There is
pumpkin.
her winning cat pumpkin, and there is the trophy that she is holding, the Fam Jam pumpkin carving trophy. So it was a great fun. It was a great day. And then we built a fire in a fire pit. We had a weenie roast, and we had cider and donuts and just, all the fall Halloween party kind of things. And great fun. Good time.
Oh,
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Ken, did
Yes.
Jill get the idea from Brendan when he's in prison and they got to do body cavity searches?
Yeah.
Yes.
It just kind of,
Actually, fun fact here, Brendan modeled for that. He sent
Yeah,
her
yeah,
a
that was on
selfie.
me. That was on
Sent
me.
her a selfie, and she carved from that. So it is actual size from Brendan.
It's proportioned.
Yes.
They don't call him big time flips for nothing.
Hey,
Exactly. So where's that pumpkin gonna be on display at?
It is at my house.
Okay.
Actually, it's out back. I have like a bench outside my back door, and I have them, and I light them up each night so I can enjoy them out there. And I brought my evil Mr. Bill pumpkin in just for the show here. So you can't see it. He has vampire teeth and kind of slanty eyes, and
when they
Like,
zoomed in on you, Ken, showing me the picture, you can see it a lot better. So
Yeah.
when Ray did that earlier, so yeah, we saw it pretty good.
yeah. Here, we'll do.
Since it's my
oh, there we go.
Yep.
since I'm the one
Oh.
modeling it of the Jills, if you could put on like a billboard or something like that and just
Yeah.
sign my name on it.
The original photo.
Yes. You might get in trouble for that one though.
Hmm. So,
They're gonna
guys,
use that as a poster for prison to give an example of what you need to do, right?
Yeah. Don't break the law. Don't
Yep.
break the law.
Don't drop the soap.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys caught what Ken was pointing at over here in the corner, but your boy has made it official. We are going to have the 2025 Nashville Reseller Meetup this year, of course, or next year, technically.
6 months.
April. I got to get the dates right. What are the dates, Ken? Do you know?
Oh,
It is
20
April the 25th through the 27th, 2025 in November. Or no, shoot, in April.
In
April.
Don't come in November. Well, you could
Don't
come in
come in
November.
Yeah.
April
I'll
25th,
be here.
27th. So,
25th through the 27th, guys. I'll put the link to the Facebook group down below in the description. I don't have a lot of the details currently, but I just wanted to go ahead and get that
Yeah.
out of the way so you guys can go ahead and plan accordingly. the plan is to still make it 100% free for the event, no cost, only the cost of you guys getting here and paying for your food and whatever and have you. So I'm working on getting a larger space for our meet and greet, one that's still affordable and, you know, chairs and tables so people can sit down and, you know, so we can be there longer. Because that was one of the things that people wanted to, you know, they wanted to sit down at the meet and greet and stay there longer and you know, interact a little more.
How long were we there last time? Like,
I don't know. I don't remember anything.
I feel like it was like a decent amount of time though.
Yeah, it was maybe a few hours or something.
Yeah,
like
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
But you know, maybe some people want to, you know, linger a little more and really get to know each other, and then maybe like have an event. You know, maybe Joe give away some mushrooms or some stars or.
He's got them. See,
look at that.
A mushroom.
I know Joe.
Sack of mushrooms.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Ken, where did you get that's hanging on your wall back there?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing.
I made that. I reached out to Ray and I said, hey, you got a logo for this, for the meetup, whatever. I want to fly the colors. Right here. So I just made that up right here.
So little backstory. If you see the logo, it is a iris. And so the iris flower is the Tennessee state flower. And it's also like a little commemoration of my mother-in-law, which passed away last year during the meetup. A little bit after the meetup, and so her name was Iris. So it's kind of just kind of like a, like a
double meaning
tribute to her. Yeah. So
that's
very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So shout out. So guys, if you have any questions, hit us up. You know, we'll put the links down below so you guys can get some more information. And it's gonna be great. I think the hotel
it'll be a lot better if Paul doesn't go next year. So I'm just saying. You know.
Yeah. So it's his birthday, like the day before.
Yes.
So we're gonna have to throw him a birthday party.
We can give him a birthday beat down. Let's do that.
Birthday beat down.
Yeah.
Is that a prison thing?
No, it can be. It can be.
Yeah. So real quick, guys, this is a reselling podcast. You know, which we are talking about the reseller meetup. So guys, you know, I wouldn't say book your tickets, but I got to figure out a way to to see how many people are coming this year, you know?
Yeah.
Because I won't RSVP kind of a thing. Or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So we'll do something. But guys, Halloween is here. Today is Halloween. So I wanted to do something. There you go, Ken. Look at that.
Nice. Very nice.
You just got them everywhere, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are nice.
You know, Ken's past life, he used to be a state-of-the-art printer person.
Oh yeah.
Printersman.
The ranking kind back in the day, or what?
Well, it was very close when I started. We learned on some of that sort of equipment, and then by the time I was done in the industry, we were completely all digital. We were no longer putting regular ink on paper.
Have you ever been to, well, probably not, but here in Nashville, there's a place called Hatch Show Print.
I have not.
It's like a printer place that they still do stuff like that. And what they'll do is they'll make posters for all the musical acts that are coming, like for the Bridgestone and the Ryman and stuff. And they'll even do like numbered 1 of 25 or 1 of 30 or... So I might need to take you there, Ken, so you can tell them how it's done.
Yeah, we used to do all of that big wide format printing and stuff as well. So
the little block letters and all that stuff.
Very cool.
Oh man,
I don't know anything about that.
There's still Printers Row in
Printers Alley,
Nashville. Printers Alley.
Yeah,
in Nashville.
Yeah, it's all bars now. It's not like what it used to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they still have they have printers inside though. Maybe printer themed bars.
Like,
there you go.
Yeah, that would be cool.
There you go.
But guys, so here we have. I wanted to show you guys. So it's Halloween. What better way for Halloween and reselling is to go over some Halloween mask that you can possibly find that can make you some big money. So these prices may be a little bit inflated due to the time of year. But the first one up that I do want to highlight is this 1980s West German clown mask. It does say Slipknot on it. But if you find that clown mask, it's worth over $1,000. So
that's sweet.
It's a good little clown mask to look for.
It's gotta be what made out of what's it made out of?
Who knows? West German. That's the brand.
Probably not allowed in
1980s
Canada,
West German.
sure. Or, I mean, California.
Yeah, and then of course these if you can find them, the old what are they? They're made out of
Oh yeah.
What is that?
The Ben Coopers, yeah.
yeah. Ben
I
Coopers.
actually I saw a box that was like a nurse's outfit when we were just last weekend up north at a little town at a little, I don't know, not even a thrift store. They just had like an antique spot. And I was like, what is this? So I actually have looked that person up just a few days ago.
Who is Ben Cooper?
I thought you
It's just the
I
makeup.
thought you saw that nurse's outfit and we're gonna wear it on the show. And
You
then,
should have.
It was for a little kid, you know, I mean,
Oh, that's
okay.
weird.
Like we said, you should still wear it.
you know, not a bad idea.
One that people always find is the Scream mask, the Fun World, right?
Right.
There's a guide on like how to tell like what generation they are.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
really?
sure there is.
Yeah.
Where can they
there's-
find that guide? Do you know? This is Gen 1.
I
It's called
forgot.
Google.
Yeah, Google.
What is this? What is this Google that you speak of?
I don't know. I only use Bing, so I don't know.
I do. Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, ask Jeeves.
Ask
Or,
Jeeves.
Alta Vista.
Look at that. What's it say? New World.
Fun World
Fun
Division.
World.
One,
Yep.
yeah.
There's one that had a man, where did I see? It was like, regular Scream mask, but the shawl was white. It wasn't black, and that thing went for like $2,000, like
I
over
think I just saw
$2,000. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think. Yeah,
Had no
But,
idea they did that. Look
yeah.
at that.
there you go.
Ooh,
Look,
is
Ken's
this a
got
good
one.
one.
Ken's got one.
This is not one of the good ones. This is not one of the good ones, but
How do you tell a good one from a bad one?
well,
So-
all of those markings that the
I gotta
Fun
look.
World, where it's placed, if it's rounded on the chin, if it's straight across, sometimes they're up in the
The inside of the mask.
sometimes they're up on the inside of the mask over in here. And then some of it makes a difference of the shape of the eyes, the shape of the nose, and some of like the original ones had like a little like dot or something from the mold, something in there that made it or in the chin or something like that made it like much more valuable. It was like one of the original pressings. Can be very difficult to tell. You can have a $10 mask or you can have $1,000 mask, and it's very, very subtle differences.
There it is.
Yeah, wow.
I was wrong. $1,200. Still,
Well, it probably sold for. There's it is. Fun World.
I was just gonna say I found it on Reddit. They got there's different guides, but like it's the shape of the eyes, like Ken was saying, and then like the indentations and stuff. It's really like if somebody was like to pick one up, it's really hard to tell. Like I wouldn't be able to know,
Yeah.
So
So would you say if you find a Scream mask to pick it up like no matter what?
To check it out.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, just at least look at it. I mean, because now they make them every year now. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you could tell like this particular one that I have. This you can just tell it's a cheapy one. It's not one of the original. I'm not even sure if this has the Fun World markings in it. But yeah, they make so many of them now that it makes the other ones a lot more valuable.
Mm-hmm.
But it's easy to mistake them. So yeah, you got to be. I would pick them up unless you can really tell that it's a cheapy cheap. But do your homework, reach out to whoever. And I thought I had a really good one at one time. I thought it was a $1,200 mask, and just those subtle, tiny little differences.
What was
made
wrong
it-
with the one that you had? that you noticed? It's like, oh man, this was.
It was that indentation in the chin. It was because it had the fun world around the inside of the chin. I mean, there's even like exacting measurements between like how long the eyes are. They're supposed to be X amount of, inches, it's just, there's a lot of big differences. That's one of those things. If you can take really, really good photos of it, of all of the markings, and if you're really not sure and you've done all your homework, put it up as like an auction at a high value, or put it up as a buy it now with a high value, and you'll get the offers or the guys that collect those. They look for them to come up on auction, on eBay, on buy it now, and you'll find out the value real quick.
This person put that it was a fun world, but when you look at it, it's actually the Easter.
Yeah, Easter Unlimited. Easter Unlimited
so
was,
two different ones.
I think they're the same company.
Okay,
but I don't want to misspeak, but I think the Easter Unlimited.
Well, like it says in the title, it says Gen 2, so maybe it's
yeah.
Okay.
You got to get that fun world in there for people that are looking for it, possibly. But then, and why? What
I know, right? Like,
why?
exactly.
Why are why are people spending that much money on a screen mask? What's so special about it?
Don't know.
Well, come on,
don't know. But if I had one,
okay,
I would.
Brennan.
I was gonna say this one is like a variation. It's like a screen ghoul mask, and this one is Easter Unlimited. You can't really see it.
Oh, really?
But this one's only like here, I'll show it. It's like, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's on there. But this one's only like, it's like $25-$30, nothing crazy. So, and I got this at the bins though for like 25 cents.
Right.
So
they're ones that are different colors. I've had some of them that I've picked up before that when they did the process, they smell like vanilla. Like in the process of molding the mask, there's a scent to them.
Vanilla.
Yeah. I wish had I known, I would have researched more. I'd have been a wealth of knowledge right now.
That's what we're doing right now. We're kind of, we're learning together. So there's another mask that I wanted to show off. It's a Joe. I'd flip that mask.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there you go.
They didn't get your eyes right though, Joe.
No, they didn't. They're too close together.
Close together.
Where's the facial hair?
They look. Yeah.
But
I don't know.
A little bit different. Maybe not.
A little bit.
I thought for sure you were going to bring up the Woolly Willy.
Yeah, right.
The Woolly Willy.
That's going to be my signature mask. I got to make.
Yeah, man. Or look at this one, adult blank white Phantom of the Like, why?
See, how do you even tell? Because
that's not right.
I was gonna say that's just at $16.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because you can go into like, how do you tell? Because you can go into Spirit Halloween right now and find a mask like that for $3.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how would you even tell? Like, I don't know. I've never even come close. The best mask I've ever found, it was made in Mexico, and it was like a rubber, but like the eyes were like, I don't know, they were like tearing at the eyes, but it was old. It was like from like 1993. I sold that thing for like $125.
Nice.
So, but that was like 2 years ago or so. And it wasn't even Halloween. I sold it like in May, like in the summer. But I've never found anything close to like the Scream mask or anything like that.
The Scream mask is that's something that you can, people not knowing what they are, like they can be worth some big money because of people don't know what they are. And you wouldn't think, it's like, why would this cost $1,200?
There's a Ken mask right there, the Santa Claus.
Yeah, right here.
Yep. Yeah, no kidding.
And it's one of those that if you, hey, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Wow.
I don't know, Ken. You look better than that, though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Hey, when I get all bleached out,
you need to put that little hair on top of your head and start growing that out.
Look at that.
I'm telling you, the cornrows. Just do the cornrows, man.
There used to be a guy like this that used to work at the pizza place down the street. It looked just like him.
Yeah, it's Joe.
Alfredo.
Yeah.
Alfredo. So that's like a bus, but it goes like down here, right? Like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you? Oh, that's crazy. Could you imagine how hot you would be wearing that mask, Ken?
Yeah, it would get very hot. Those ones that have the chest pieces and stuff, though, they kind of make them that they are a little bit cooler to wear, so you don't suffocate.
Gotcha. What was your favorite Halloween costume growing up as a kid? Ken, Joe, Brendan?
Well, I can show you my favorite Halloween mask of all time.
Okay.
This one I'm still working with. I picked this up at a yard sale on the Route 30 sales this year. But this is the Tor Johnson. It's Tor Johnson. It is a 1977 Dawn Post Studios. Was a big maker of masks. This is a very heavy rubber mask. I've got some cleanup to do on it, but Tor Johnson was an actor that was in some horror movies back in the 50s and 60s, and this was just always one of my favorite classic masks. Right here, it looks great when you're wearing it, especially with a shroud. And this is probably, once I get it cleaned up, it's probably $100 mask. Once I get it, I see some different ones listed depending on what you got. Plan 9 from Outer Space was the movie that Tor Johnson was.
So he was just an actor?
Yeah.
Looks like a wrestler, like old school.
Yeah, he looks like George Animal Steel.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So are you gonna sell that? Or are you gonna keep it?
I might keep this. I have another one that I had got that's not an original 77, but I see some one sold for 50, one sold for 120, 79. 70. There's some that took best offers. 144, 120. So, there's some good sold comps on a Tor Johnson. But it's got some markings and stuff. I started to clean it up one day. But for $5, I couldn't pass it up even for my own personal collection.
You can do that.
Right?
Yeah, what a crazy looking man. Like, who would want that? Who would want that?
It's always my favorite. It was always my favorite mask. I had a friend that used to be a mask builder for Hollywood. He lived out in Hollywood, and he specialized in hair and stuff on masks. And so the studios would get with him, or they would have him refurbish masks, or they would give him the original castings and have him make limited runs of masks that they would, produce and sell for high dollar. And he had moved back to the town that I used to work in, and because his mother was ill, and so he moved back to be with her and care for her and such. But I had him order me a Tor Johnson mask way back in the day, and then I was super excited to find that one.
So did you ever get one from him?
Yeah. He ordered me one, and he didn't make it. He ordered one for me, and so I've had it for it's out in my out with all the rest of my Halloween stuff, costumes and decorations and and such.
So we all know that your favorite holiday is Christmas.
Yes.
But if you had to pick your second favorite holiday, would it be Halloween?
Is my birthday holiday?
No.
Yes. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Probably, Halloween. I used to be a real big Halloween guy. Decorations, costumes, try to go to different, parties, and I made all kinds of props I made my own like cobweb shooting gun.
Whoa, like Spider-Man?
What?
Huh?
Like Spider-Man?
Like, well, no, like it was actually it was made out of a rubber cement, like a jar of rubber cement that you put a fan on the back of it. Okay. What not okay, you put a fan
You would just
blade.
spray rubber cement on random people?
Well, no, on like to decorate. You know how you see people that get that little cottony sort of stuff and they spread it out and in their bushes or in their whatever, and you can see at what point that they gave up, because like at the very beginning it's all nice and and then it's just all clumpy at the end. But so it was rubber cement and it had a fan blade on the back and then a thing that rod at the back that you could put into the chuck of a drill. Okay, and then you would puncture a little hole in the rubber cement, and as the drill spun, that rubber cement would come out that hole, and that fan blade would blow it out like real light and stringy, and it made perfect. And then like you could do all the corners of like in your house. It wasn't really something that you could use outdoors on the bushes like that other stuff, but I had decorated before my house was completed. When it was just it was gutted. There was no drywall. There was anything when I was completely redoing it. I had a big Halloween party over here. I decorated. I made scenes in all of the bedrooms and had them all like lighted and strobes and fog machines and all of that. And then out in the main living room, we had like big party with music and dancing and food and all that stuff. But I had used this cobweb shooter to basically any corner, any wall, any cavity of where there was, no drywall on the walls, and just filled it up. And it was great because when it was all done, you just kind of go pull it down and no glue, and it's
cleanup was
really,
easy.
really cool. Yes, very simple to make, and just amazing how it works.
This party was last weekend. Ken had a triple kegger.
Yeah, yeah, man, that's been 20 years ago. But I've always been a big Halloween guy. Kind of Christmas took over because there's so much prep for Christmas. Then I kind of haven't done as much Halloween. But my favorite Halloweens were always when I used to do DJ work and DJing the Halloween parties.
DJ Ken.
Yeah,
DJ Ken.
I didn't know he was a DJ.
Craft MC, the cheesiest DJ out there.
I need to see that in action.
Do we have any video? Old...
Yeah, right.
Any man, I am not
any
sure.
Pictures?
I probably have someplace. But yeah, that all started when I used to play in the bands. After I was done with the bands, I had all this equipment. And then my sister got married, and it's like, well, I'll just DJ. There's no sense in paying somebody. And so I just set up all my equipment. And then all you do is one gig. Right?
You got to from your sister's wedding.
Gotta be.
Yeah,
DJ?
For sure.
All right.
It's and so all you do is got to DJ once, and then everybody there's like, hey, will you do my party? Will you do my wedding? Will you do? And then it's just word of mouth and but they used to have big Halloween parties every year, and just an absolute blast. Everybody in costume. They have costume contests. Jill and I she would come and help me. We would always dress up in costume. And since we were kind of like the hired help, we always got to be judges for the Halloween costumes. And, they would have different categories, scariest or whatever category,
Sexiest.
You have all of the naughty nurses. Yeah. And the witches and stuff like that.
Show them some leg, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
there we go.
There we go.
We got the flops on today, Brendan?
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be hot there.
Flop
It's
check.
hot.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
It's almost 70.
Uh-huh. It's hot again today, so you'll get another good day at least.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, Ken, you should DJ at the Meetup.
Yeah.
Man, I still have after I quit, my sister kind of took over the business, and she DJ'd for a long time, and so a lot of that equipment's still around. I got all the lights and all of the.
We just need you to hit play and have
I'll make a playlist. Boom.
Yeah.
Turn on some lights and
it's gonna be all
Bone
Thugs and
Machine.
What was the song that got everybody like hyped up? Or the most requested song?
Chicken
well,
dance.
a lot of times. Well, yeah, we did the chicken dance a lot.
The chicken dance.
You never done the chicken?
Oh, okay. People would play. They would request that song.
Well, at like weddings and stuff like that. Back when I was doing it, the Macarena was very popular.
Oh yeah.
Everybody wanted to do the Macarena.
That song was everywhere.
I was just telling this story the other day because somebody asked me a question, because it's something that I talk about on the podcast and on my show and stuff like that. What my favorite song is. Now let's see if you guys have paid attention. What do I consider to be the greatest song ever written?
Duchess by MC Hammer.
Yeah.
Pour some sugar on me.
Ooh.
Oh, that's an excellent song. No. Oh, I actually have right up here, because my friends Frank and Janelle over at FJ Treasures, they pay attention, and so they sent me this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Dude,
I knew that.
I legit have that album. I have it on. I have it on cassette. I legit have that.
Is that a cassette? That's a cassette right there, right?
Yeah, this is a casingle. Yeah.
Yeah, casingle.
A
But
casingle.
I have the whole album at my house right now.
You probably listen to it every day, don't you?
Every day.
Dude, that song is sad. Have you like read the lyrics?
It's a great song. It's if you read it's very poppy, very catchy tune, but it is a great song lyrically. It's about, who you surround yourself with, who will be there when it's all done, who's going to be around for you.
Yeah, okay, verse 1, Joe, here you go. You have so many relationships in this life, only one or two will last. You go through all the pain and strife, then you turn your back and they're gone so fast. Oh yeah, and they're gone so fast. Yeah. That's verse 1. Verse 2. Oh, so hold on to the ones who really care. In the end, they'll be the only ones there. When you get old, start losing your hair. Can you tell me who will still care? Can you tell me who will still care?
That's deep.
And there's no bridge in the song.
The umbop is like a unit of time. Like if you say in a New York minute or something like that, it's like in an umbop, they're gone. That's it. So you if you have superficial relationships with folks, or relationships do come and go. You can be very close with somebody and then you grow apart. And but who's that core group, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whatever, spouses, whatever relationships, who will be there in the end? But a super poppy, very popular one-hit wonder song for Hanson. But you were asking me about songs playing a DJ. And one of the reasons I like that song so much is, number one, the meaning behind it. But when that song came out, do you guys remember Napster? You remember?
Oh yeah,
Napster.
Dude, I
may or may not know Napster.
I destroyed my family's computer with Napster.
Allegedly.
Well, I will go out right here on record saying that I started a whole DJ business from using stolen music from Napster.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I
did that.
We're outside the statute of limitations now.
You can't still be charged for it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, allegedly.
That music. But I remember
we want Metallica come over to come and get my friend Ken.
That's right. That song, when it came out, I think it was getting very big radio play, and it really wasn't released yet, the album, but I had the song. And I remember the first night I played that at a gig. I was doing a big campground year-end gig, and I kicked that song on, and the place just went absolutely nuts. I at that point in time, I was the greatest DJ that anybody had ever heard because I had this big popular song, and everybody was excited. And, you know, much like the whole seasonal Santa thing, I'm all about trying to bring joy, bring happiness, bring laughter, bring, you know, something to somebody. And just to see how happy that people were, and they just lost their minds, and the dance floor filled up, and it was just crazy. And that made me feel good.
How do you dance to Oombop?
You just, man, you just move.
Okay.
Right? You just shake.
Ken, I feel like you're still the greatest DJ that anybody's ever done.
We need to bring you out of retirement.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do one last gig.
Yeah.
And
one last gig.
In April.
Somewhere between the 25th and the 27th.
That's right.
Hey, those are good days. Yeah.
Those are great days. Those are great days. I got a really funny, weird story of Napster / LimeWire. See, middle school was my Napster. And then high school was like, oh, I can download video now, right? Mm-hmm. So I had a friend, man. You know, we would come over, we would, you know, spend the night. He would come over and play video games, and we would, you know, a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
He would always want to download those other videos off the internet all the time. And he was not ashamed of it. And he would just sit there, download them and watch them.
They took so long, though.
Allegedly.
And finally, one night, I'm hearing this, right? And I'm trying to go to bed. I just get up, and he's just sitting there like this, watching it. And I just rip the Ethernet cord out of the modem and take it with me. And I'm like, dude, go to bed. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. He's critiquing it. What he's doing?
Like, like go home. Don't turn on my family's computer, the family's compact computer.
Dude, I did that when I put so many viruses on and with LimeWire too. Yeah. So many viruses on the computer.
Because that used to happen. You would go, like, you want to pick a song, and you're going to download a particular song. And back then I still had like dial-up modems and stuff like that. So it would take, an hour or so to download a single song. So I'd queue them all up, let it run overnight. But you would get up in the morning and check them, and it wouldn't be pour some sugar on me. It would be,
something else.
Yeah. So,
my fellow Americans.
I used to, when that came out, and then it's like you get a CD burner, and it's like make all the mixes with all the stuff on the radio, and it's like, man, I never have to buy a CD again.
Dude, in middle school, my one friend, he had like the first one in the school to have a CD burner. Mm-hmm. And man, we would pay him like $5 for him to burn like a CD. At the time, it was like the big one was "Devil Without a Cause." Oh yeah, Kid Rock. That was the one. Yeah. Dude, he must have made a fortune selling those. He would already have them burned, like just a stack of them.
Right?
Just throwing them out. Who wants them? $5. Mm-hmm. Unedited version.
Yeah.
He rolls in a Porsche the next day.
Oh yeah. He must have cleared at least $2,000 as a middle schooler. Easy.
Well, heck, back then a CD burner was that much. They were $2,000. I remember when they first started out, and they were close to $5,000. You started hearing this. Oh, you can burn a CD now. Mm-hmm. And I don't even have a CD
drive on the computer. Yeah,
drive on the computer at all.
Those are coming back though in the new cars. Like the new cars are putting them back in the cars, like the CD players.
CDs.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
My truck has a CD player, but I noticed the other day, I guess there's a CD still in there that I haven't listened to in forever because it's got like an aux place.
Yeah.
An aux.
Yeah.
I think it's getting stuck. So like sometimes I can hear it go. Like.
It's probably.
How does it go?
It's probably Devil Without a Cause.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ironically,
Napster copy of Devil Without a Cause.
What was the big song on that CD?
Ball with a Ball.
Yeah, Ball with a Ball.
I had a
that
friend
was
that
always a popular one.
one of my friends that he got me, the one that got me back into reselling. He did that in middle school too, with like $5, and he would like they'd be like say he'd be like, oh, it'd be $5 or $10, and write down all the songs you want, and then I'll have it in like 2 days and stuff. Dude, he used to make so much money doing that, so much money.
You could tell too the kids that were balling, because in my middle school, I don't know if it was for you, Brendan, and I don't know for these guys too. So you would get milk with your lunch, but the milk didn't come in cartons. It came in like in a bladder, like just like a bag, like milk in a bladder. It was like you could get white milk or chocolate milk, and it literally looked like a bladder, just like a plastic. And you would get the straw, and you would just stick it in there, and you're good. That was
like
your
a
milk.
juice pouch, like
But just
like
literally like the bladder. It looks like a bladder.
Yeah.
I gotta bring up the picture. But you can buy like the juice or like a jungle juice or a lemonade in a bladder for like an additional like 30 cents. Or you can get like a 24-ounce Gatorade for like $2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so that kid, man, he had like always would get Gatorade, and we're like, man, that kid's rich, getting a Gatorade at lunch, and I'm over here, with like a bladder of chocolate milk.
I've never even heard of that.
Really?
No, not out of school. I think they still have the little cartons around here at our school system.
Yeah,
I think it's.
Dude, I remember when they transitioned from cartons to the bladders in elementary school, and they brought in like a TV to show us how to do it, and the program was like these puppets and like showing us how to like pierce the bladder with the straw. It was intense.
If I remember,
furry gloves as you hang onto the straw, because that's what the puppet had, furry hands.
Yeah.
If I ever have a heavy metal group band, it's gonna be called Pierce the Bladder.
See, look,
for sure. Yeah, I've never seen that. That looks like, that looks like a mess. It looks like it'd be a mess.
Yeah, because like, what if you mess up and like poke it twice, and now you're like an extra hole and
like
spraying milk.
Like I've done that with Capri Suns. You stab it like 3 times, and then it's like it goes everywhere.
Did you guys ever shotgun it or something? Like clip a little bit, hold it, and then clip the other end.
Yeah, but that's all you had. You had to.
Oh.
You can't just like drink all your milk at one time.
And then you shotgun that chocolate milk.
It doesn't look very appealing. Like, oh, here's a bladder of milk. Go ahead and drink this.
Right?
Trust me, it was. And then I had a friend that would just get white milk and eat it with like his like pizza. Those square pizzas.
You gotta dab the pizza with the grease.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're drinking white milk with your pizza.
Chocolate milk all day.
Doing? Yeah, see the bladder milk.
Yeah, that looks like that. It looks warm too. Like I imagine being warm, and then you're putting your hands on it.
It would be ice cold. So they would have like a cooler, like where you would put like ice cream in.
Yeah.
And so that's where all the milk would be. Half of it would be white milk, half of it would be like a chocolate milk.
Right.
And sometimes like the ones on the bottom would get like frozen, and it sucked when you got those because it's like, oh man, I can't drink this.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It'd be a milkshake, wouldn't it?
Chocolate milk. It didn't taste like a milkshake.
No, because it'd be like ice chips in there, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
man, I'm glad I never had that because that doesn't look good at all.
Bagged milk.
It says, "Who remembers bagged milk?" I don't remember it. I never seen it
babies.
before.
That's like you know what? Something else like that's not very good. That reminds me of is like boxed water. Like it just tastes like the cardboard that the water comes in.
Oh, that's like the real fancy water, right?
But it's like you can tell it's been sitting in a carton. Like it doesn't taste good. I don't know. But yeah, it's expensive too. It's like not cheap. I don't know.
Ken, I feel like you used to be a milkman back in the day too. Were you ever a milkman?
I was never a milkman. No, I was not. I did work in the lunchroom.
That milkman costume
when I was in elementary school.
I did as well, Ken. I worked in the lunchroom. Yep.
And when? In elementary school?
Yeah.
Middle school. Oh, maybe.
What do you mean you?
What do you mean you
worked at the lunchroom?
You serve the pears to the kids, or the beans, or you. I don't know what else.
I was in the the cleanup, like when the kids brought their tray and their plates back and stuff like that. You had the sprayer, and you would spray them off and put them in the big dishwasher and push them in there.
Were you guys like in trouble? Like, why were you doing it?
Paid
No,
money. You got paid.
no, it was.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah, you get your lunch comped or whatever. You get free lunch and.
See, in here, when I'm serving people lunch, it's because I have to. I'm in trouble.
Now,
right.
Yeah.
It was because you would miss recess though, or you would miss recess going out because you would go for your regular lunch period and have lunch, and then you would work in there while all the other kids were out on recess. You were working in the lunchroom.
Would you get paid? You would just get free lunch?
I think it was just free lunch. I don't remember getting like money for it.
I got paid.
How much would you get paid?
I don't remember. That was a long time ago. It was horrible pay.
I remember the bag lunch and the puppets. You can't remember how much you got paid?
That's how the rich stay rich. Joe's still got that money. Joe still got his milk money.
Right? I still got my milk money. Exactly.
That's right.
No, but like for me, it used to be like you go through and you have to serve yourself like your own fruit and like vegetables or whatever, and then like the main course, like the pizza, like you get like a pizza or choose between that or like a taco or something like that. Then they would serve that to you, but like everything else, you had to get yourself.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
We would always have
salad bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a self-serve like hamburger line. So like a bunch of us guys would like, one patty. The other patty was underneath the tray, so nobody saw when you're like, I got one hamburger.
Yeah.
I got a double burger today.
I used to do that. I used to do it with when I get a burger, like a chicken sandwich. If you took like more than like the one section of fries, if you took more than that, they would charge you extra. So I'd get like another section and I'd smash the fries down and then put the hamburger on top of it so they couldn't see
snap.
it.
There you go.
I used to always do that. We
would always wait for like we would look in to see what the fries look like, and if it was getting down low, we would like go to the back of the line. We're like, we'll wait on the fresh fries.
Yeah.
In like middle school, elementary, middle school, it was like whatever was for lunch that day, that's what you had. But when we moved up to the high school, they had an a la carte like line where you could go and you could get chips and snacks and all kinds of cool stuff. And they usually would have like a hamburger or pizza there. But if the regular line was like, chicken and mashed potatoes or meatloaf, Salisbury steak, a lot of Salisbury steak. But yeah, the line, the a la carte line, you could stand in that thing for your whole lunch period. And because everybody wanted that. Nobody wanted the regular whatever was being served that day.
For sure. So that's kind of how they do it now. My sister, my oldest nephew, he's like in kindergarten. So he's finally in school. And she was telling me the other day that they have like where the kids can go and just like grab snacks and all of this stuff. And you can put money on their account. But if they don't have any money, they can just still get whatever they want.
Yeah.
But my kid, my nephew's like a monster. And so, like, if they don't pay off their debt, they don't get, like, their grades.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they, like, hold them hostage. So this kid's getting, like, Gatorades and chips and not knowing how much everything costs. And then my sister gets, like, this huge bill. It's, like, $150. Like, what's this about,
Yeah.
I would do that if I had bad grades. Like, if like, you can't get your grades because you didn't pay the bill. Yeah. Like, we'll just rack this up and then you can't see my grades.
Not sending home the report card.
Yeah. That's
Brendan gained 40 pounds that semester.
Yeah. All the snacks. See, we didn't have that. We had this was like in high school. They were like a store you go buy stuff, but like you had to have the money. Mm-hmm. They couldn't just give you stuff.
Cash.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's so different now. But
these kids don't know.
They got it good, man. They got it good. So, Ken, what was your favorite? I know you told us about your favorite song. What was your favorite Halloween costume you ever dressed up as? Excuse me.
One, I can't really. It was kind of like a zombie sort of a thing, but classic. I had spent hours with latex, with liquid latex.
As a kid,
building.
We're talking about a kid.
No. This was adult years.
What was your kid years?
As a little kid. As a little kid.
The little Kennethy, the little boy.
Kennethy.
Just, head full of hair.
It was probably, back like those Ben Cooper masks, those sorts of things. You go get the Superman, you go get the, whatever that year. I remember, bugging my mom to get, different, whatever the hot character was back then. Man, as a little kid, I can't really think of one that jumps out at me, because it would be, a new mask or a new costume each year, and you thought you were that person. Jerry Seinfeld does a great bit about Halloween and the costumes and trick-or-treating, and it was much like that. Yeah, so I don't have a favorite as a kid that I can remember. We only got the trick-or-treat like on our street. Well, yeah, just but one day a year. Well, nowadays you got the neighborhoods where, people bring them in a van and kids, and they go to all the best neighborhoods.
We did.
When we were younger, we only went on our street and to the houses that my mother knew the people that lived there. And so you would get a little bag of candy, and you were super excited about that. And then when I got just a little bit older, right about that age where you probably maybe should go or not go, I went with some friends of mine over into their neighborhoods. I could have filled a 55-gallon drum with candy, every single house, because our house is like the last street on the road, and so people don't come down that far. There's not as many houses that are tightly compacted. And candy after getting, then just sit and make yourself sick eating it.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I feel deprived as a kid that I didn't get my fair share of candy every year.
Are you pro or against candy corn, Ken?
I'm okay with candy corn. I won't seek out candy corn, but if there's candy corn there, yeah, I'm going to eat candy corn.
I like candy corn. I think candy corn gets a bad rap.
You know where it belongs is in the trash. That's
okay. So we got this side of the screen says,
candy corn. I'll eat one, and that's all I need. Just
I can't.
One, and I'm good. I don't need to eat any more for the rest of the year.
Were you guys the type to bring like not just like a bucket, but like I bring a pillowcase because like for
for sure.
For all the because man, we go to the good neighborhoods and they get like the king size bars. And I'm like, man, that's what I'm talking about.
We'll give you the Marlboros and the Black and Milds.
Yeah. Maybe a couple cans of beer.
Yeah.
So I was like, Ken, we lived way out in the country, and my mom, we would have to drive to a house, and it was always like, my mom was like, oh well, we're gonna go to my two grandmas were like just right down the road. We'll go to those two, and that's it. But they would know we were only hitting those two, so they would like buy a bunch and just load.
Yeah.
But we would only go to two places. That was,
You would only go to two houses?
And they were my grandmas, both grandmas. That was it.
But she's gonna,
bro.
But she's gonna
tried so many times, like, drive us into town. Let's just, that's 15 minutes into town, and then I gotta sit in my car and wait. And I'm like, okay.
One day a year. Come on, Mom.
Yeah. Right. I remember so many years having to go in the car because, man, like still here, like every year, man, it rains. Every single year it rains.
Yeah, it happens
a lot. So you try to
cold and snow here.
Yeah. So you're trying to be out there. Like I had to put like a sweater under my costume because it was like there's no way you could be outside otherwise with just this little thin costume on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it would always be super cold. My favorite costume, Ken, was the Red Ranger.
Mine too.
Oh, from Power Rangers?
Yeah, man. The Kmart, you would get that plastic mask.
Yeah.
I can literally still feel like hot breath on my face. And then just like that little slit in the mouth, and you would like stick your tongue in and out, and you could feel the plastic like rubbing up against your tongue, and it's like just so in that one little bitty little string.
Yes.
Dude, that legitimately that's my answer too. The same thing. The same exact thing. I have a picture. My dad took me that year, and I had to wear the costume probably 3 years in a row because we didn't have money like that. But my dad took me one year, and I got pictures of me in the costume on the back of his Harley, like going house to house.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got it somewhere. I got it somewhere. I just got to find it. But
yeah, we're gonna have to pull out our Jason pictures, Red Ranger pictures.
Dude, yeah, I was like 7, like something like that. Maybe something like that.
Yeah.
So my best one that I can think of that I terrified my dad at the end of the night. He had to go to work. I don't know. He got called in. He did like, he worked for like, well, it's XL Energy now, but like NSP back, like working on the power lines and stuff. So he probably got called in because some guy was driving drunk and took out a pole, you know?
Oh, okay.
So he wasn't there. So I dressed up like the 60s Western, like Mexican, like cowboy villain, you know, or whatever. I got the sombrero and
little racist, but whatever.
Well, you know, back in the 70s, you know, or whatever. And like, you know, the guns didn't have like the red little cap on the end of them.
Yeah.
To show that they were fake. So we had like, you know, toy guns that look real, you know. So we did our 2 stops, my 2 grandma's houses. Everybody went to bed and I'm waiting up for my dad to get home. And I pulled the chair out. I tossed the house around a little, like I was an intruder in the house. And I was sitting at the chair,
man,
the door waiting for him. I swear he probably crapped his pants a little bit, and I'm probably very thankful he wasn't. You know, back then they didn't have conceal and carry that much, but I probably could have gotten shot because I sat there in a chair with the gun in my thing, and I'm like, and he opened the door. I had no idea I was dressed as him. And I just was like, and then finally I was like, you know, I got a weird mustache thing and just bland paint brown stuff all over my face. Yeah, I scared the crap out of him. So
I love that. Very
That's
good.
Awesome. That's awesome. Well, Ken, thank you so much for coming on this week in reselling.
Yes.
Thank you, Ken.
I appreciate you. I know it's always a pleasure when we have our boy Kenneth on.
I always like being on.
Joe, I was gonna say though, if you went to your grandma's house only, they probably took care of you though. Like, you know, with the we can't hear you. Right. But I'm like, dude, you know your grandma's gonna load you up with candy. Still no. This happened what, last week this happened too?
I think so. Well, guys, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, Ken. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you so much, Brendan.
Sure.
Guys, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and stay tuned for This Week in Reselling After Dark, where people, what's the real world when people stop doing this and start getting real.
Getting real.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. There you go. We'll see y'all. Peace.
Peace.